Picture this. You're standing on a sun-drenched cliff, the turquoise waves of the Mediterranean crashing below, while the aroma of sizzling kebabs wafts through the air. Welcome to Turkey, a land where ancient wonders collide with secret hideaways. So dazzling, they'll make your travel dreams ignite. Merhaba, hello in Turkish, and greetings to all you wanderlust warriors out there. We're talking about places like the haunting ruins of Ephesus, where time-worn columns whisper secrets of forgotten empires, or the otherworldly valleys of Cappadocia, where rock formations twist into shapes that could only be dreamed up by a mad sculptor. But hold on, because we're about to reveal curiosities so wild they'll have you glued to your screen. Like, what's the deal with a secret four-legged village in Turkey? Is it a pack of rogue beasts or something even more mind-bending? You'll have to stick with us to find out. We'll guide you to serene coastal escapes and veil mountain hideouts and sprinkle in some laughs along the way. Stay until the end for a twist that could redefine your next trip, and trust me, you won't want to miss it. If you're hooked on epic discoveries and crave a good story, hit that subscribe button, drop a comment with your wildest travel fantasy, and smash that like button to keep this adventure rolling. Let's dive into Turkey's magic together. The secret four-legged village in Turkey? All right, you've been itching to know. What's this secret four-legged village in Turkey all about? Picture a sleepy hamlet in Hatay province, nestled near the Syrian border, where the air hums with the buzz of a mystery that stumped scientists and sparked global chatter. This isn't a village overrun by galloping critters or a secret horse whisperer's paradise. No, it's the home of the Milas family, a crew of 19 whose 5 siblings move in a way that'll make your jaw drop. They scoot around on all fours, hands and feet slapping the ground in a bear crawl that's equal parts bizarre and brilliant. First spotted in 2005, this quirky gait had a Turkish biologist entertain, shouting reverse evolution, as if these folks were rewinding the human clock to some primal stomp. But hold your horses. Newer studies have galloped in with a twist. Turns out, these siblings have a rare condition called non-progressive congenital cerebellar ataxia, a mouthful that means their balance is wobblier than a toddler on a trampoline. Walking upright? Not their forte. Instead, they've adapted with this four-legged hustle, turning a challenge into a triumph of human grit. Life hasn't been all sunshine for them, though. Living in a tight-knit, conservative corner, they've faced snickers and sidelong glances, shunned by neighbors who didn't get it. The 2006 BBC Two documentary, The Family That Walks on All Fours, threw a spotlight on their story, blending science with heart. It's not just a curiosity, it's a lesson in resilience, a peek into our adaptability, and a call to cheer for the underdog. So, next time you're near Hatay, skip the usual and seek out this living legend. Captivating curiosities of Turkey, the ancient underground city of Derinkuyu. Deep beneath the earth in Turkey's Cappadocia region lies the ancient city of Derinkuyu, a sprawling underground network of tunnels and rooms that could once house up to 20,000 people. These subterranean dwellings date back to around 800 BC, and they were likely used as refuges during times of war or invasions. What makes Derinkuyu so fascinating is its sheer scale and complexity, complete with ventilation shafts, stables, and even churches. The fact that such a sophisticated underground society existed so long ago remains one of Turkey's greatest mysteries. Pamukkale's thermal pools and cotton castle, meaning cotton castle in Turkish. Pamukkale is an otherworldly natural wonder where mineral-rich waters cascade over white travertine terraces. The thermal waters that flow through these stunning pools have been attracting visitors for thousands of years. The sight of these crystalline blue waters atop snow-white formations is so surreal, it almost feels like a fairy tale landscape. The mineral deposits left behind by the thermal waters give the terraces their soft, cotton-like appearance. If you visit Pamukkale, it's a place where you can literally walk on clouds without ever leaving the ground. The mysterious Mozaik Museum in Gaziantep. If you're a fan of ancient mosaics, the Zugma Mosaic Museum in Gaziantep is a must-visit. Here, you can view intricate floor mosaics that once adorned the floors of the ancient city of Zugma, known for its art and wealth. These mosaics offer a glimpse into a thriving Roman city, but the real mystery lies in the fact that many of these mosaics were buried for centuries, only to be uncovered by chance during construction projects in the 1990s. Some mosaics depict mythological creatures, while others show a fascinating mix of Roman and local Turkish styles, revealing the rich cultural exchange in ancient times. Pyramid of the Carians and Milas. A hidden gem in Milas. Pyramid of the Carians is a monumental structure built by the ancient Carian people. Although not an actual pyramid in the traditional Egyptian sense, it's still an imposing structure that was rediscovered in the 19th century. This tomb, built from large stone blocks, holds the remains of a Carian king or noble whose identity remains shrouded in mystery. The pyramid is a stark reminder of Turkey's ancient civilizations and a curious oddity away from the usual tourist crowds. The haunted island of Gökçeada, the largest island in Turkey's Aegean Sea. Gökçeada is a place of eerie beauty, while its stunning beaches and quaint villages attract visitors. Gökçeada is also known for its ghostly legends. It's said that the island was once home to a large Greek community, which vanished during population exchanges in the early 20th century. Now, it's filled with abandoned homes and churches, leaving behind a haunted atmosphere that's perfect for ghost hunters and curious travelers alike. The Temple of Apollo in Didyma. In the ancient city of Didyma, the ruins of the Temple of Apollo stand as one of Turkey's most impressive ancient sites. This monumental temple was once home to one of the largest and most famous oracles of the ancient world, rivaling Delphi in Greece. The sheer scale and preservation of the temple's columns make it a must-see, and the mystery surrounding its oracle adds an intriguing historical layer. People from all over the ancient world would come to Didyma to seek answers from Apollo's priests, who are believed to possess the power of prophecy. The dancing fountain of Kars. Kars, a city in eastern Turkey, is home to one of the most unusual fountains you might ever see. The dancing fountain. Located near the city center, this fountain is equipped with lights and water jets that move rhythmically to music, creating a mesmerizing dance of water. While it's a modern attraction, the fountain feels like an artistic masterpiece that brings joy and wonder to locals and visitors alike. The mummy of King Midas. While King Midas is most famous for his golden touch, he's also a subject of one of Turkey's greatest archaeological discoveries. In the 1950s, archaeologists uncovered the tomb of King Midas in the ancient city of Gordium, near Polotl. The tomb, adorned with golden treasures, was originally thought to be a legend. Yet, the discovery of his burial site and mummified remains changed everything. It's a reminder of how legends can often hide more truth than we realize. Mount Ararat, the search for Noah's Ark. Turkey's Mount Ararat, standing tall in the eastern Anatolia region, has long been associated with the biblical story of Noah's Ark. For centuries, adventurers and explorers have searched its icy peaks for the remnants of the Ark, as legend claims it came to rest here after the Great Flood. Whether or not the Ark exists is still a mystery, but the mountain itself is a majestic sight, covered in snow and wrapped in myth and intrigue. The Göller Lake region, nestled in the heart of Turkey's Mediterranean region. The Göller Lake area is a place where nature and history converge. The region is home to stunning freshwater lakes surrounded by ancient pine forests, and it's often overlooked by tourists. In addition to its beautiful landscapes, the lakes are home to various bird species, making it a paradise for nature lovers. The tranquility and beauty of Göller Lake make it a hidden gem worth discovering. Wonders of Turkey. Hagia Sophia. Beneath the golden glow of Istanbul's skyline stands Hagia Sophia, or Hagia Sophia, a breathtaking testament to Byzantine brilliance that has weathered centuries of change. Erected in 537 AD by Emperor Justinian as a grand Christian cathedral, it transformed into a mosque under Ottoman rule in 1453, later became a museum in 1935, and reverted to a mosque in 2020. Its colossal dome, soaring 180 feet high, seems to defy gravity, while the interior dazzles with golden mosaics of Christ and emperors, painstakingly preserved despite time's relentless march. Situated in the heart of Istanbul's historic Sultanahmet district, this architectural marvel draws millions annually, offering a vivid journey through layers of faith, art, and power. Whether you're a history buff tracing the threads of empires, or an art lover marveling at its intricate designs, Hagia Sophia promises an unforgettable encounter with Turkey's soul. Blue Mosque. Across from Hagia Sophia looms the Blue Mosque, or Sultanahmet Camii, an Ottoman masterpiece that commands awe with its elegance. Constructed between 1609 and 1616 under Sultan Ahmed I, its name springs from the 20,000 hand-painted blue Iznik tiles that shimmer across its vast interior, casting a serene glow. 6 slender minarets pierce the sky, a rarity that once sparked controversy for rivaling Mecca's holiest site, while its sprawling courtyard welcomes worshippers and visitors alike. Still an active mosque, its daily calls to prayer blend with the hum of tourists, creating a living tapestry of faith and history. For anyone eager to soak in Istanbul's Ottoman legacy, the Blue Mosque's tranquil beauty and architectural splendor make it an unmissable gem. Ephesus. Through the sun-scorched plains of western Turkey sprawls Ephesus, a remarkably preserved ancient city, pulses with the echoes of a lost world. Founded around 1200 BC, it thrived as a Greek and later Roman hub, boasting a population of 250,000 at its peak. Among its treasures are the Temple of Artemis, once a towering seven-wonder of the ancient world, now reduced to scattered stones, and the Grand Library of Celsus, its facade a stunning relic of Roman ingenuity built in 117 AD to hold 12,000 scrolls. Strolling its marble streets, past the Great Theater, where 25,000 spectators once cheered, you'll feel the vibrancy of a civilization that shaped history. Ephesus offers a time capsule for explorers craving a tangible link to antiquity. Göbekli Tepe. In the rolling hills of southeastern Turkey rises Göbekli Tepe, an archaeological enigma that rewrites humanity's story. Unearthed in 1994, this site dates back to 9600 BC, predating Stonehenge by over 6,000 years and appending notions of prehistoric life. Its T-shaped limestone pillars, some 18 feet tall and weighing 16 tons, are adorned with carvings of foxes, snakes, and scorpions, hinting at rituals we can only guess at. Built by hunter-gatherers before agriculture took root, this temple complex suggests a sophistication that baffles experts. Did religion spark civilization here? Located near Anlurfa, Göbekli Tepe's mysteries beckon those hungry for the origins of faith and society. Pamukkale. Glistening under the southwestern sun lies Pamukkale, a natural spectacle dubbed the Cotton Castle for its blinding white terraces. Formed over millennia by calcium-rich thermal springs cascading down a hillside, these travertine pools shimmer with turquoise waters, warm to the touch at 95 degrees Fahrenheit. Nearby, the ancient city of Hierapolis adds a historical twist, with its Roman theater and necropolis whispering of a spa town from 200 BC. Visitors can wade in the healing waters, once prized by Cleopatra herself, and marvel at a landscape that feels plucked from a fantasy realm. Pamukkale blends nature's artistry with ancient allure, captivating all who tread its surreal slopes. Mount Ararat, towering over eastern Turkey, soars Mount Ararat, a dormant volcano crowned with snow at 16,854 feet, the nation's highest peak. Biblical lore claims it as Noah's Ark's resting place after the Great Flood, a legend that fuels trekkers' dreams despite no confirmed wreckage. Straddling the borders of Armenia and Iran, its twin peaks, Greater and Lesser Ararat, paint a dramatic silhouette against the sky, luring climbers with their rugged trails and panoramic vistas. Sacred to local Kurdish and Armenian cultures, this majestic giant blends myth, nature, and adventure into one awe-inspiring package, perfect for those chasing both summits and stories. The rock sites of Cappadocia, stretching across central Turkey, unfolds Cappadocia, a dreamscape of towering fairy chimneys and honeycombed cliffs carved by volcanic eruptions millions of years ago. Wind and water sculpted this lunar terrain, where early Christians carved cave churches adorned with 10th century frescoes, and entire cities like Derinkuyu burrow underground, once sheltering 20,000 souls. Hot air balloons drift at dawn, revealing a patchwork of rock spires and valleys that glow golden in the light. From Grimm's open-air museum to Argp's vineyards, Cappadocia's blend of geology, history, and surreal beauty enchants every visitor who steps into its otherworldly embrace. the Library of Celsus. Amid the ruins of Ephesus stands the Library of Celsus, a Roman architectural jewel that once cradled the wisdom of an empire. Built in 117 AD to honor Senator Tiberius Julius Celsus, it housed over 12,000 scrolls in its double-walled chambers, designed to shield them from humidity. Its restored facade, with statues of wisdom and virtue flanking the entrance, dazzles as a testament to Roman engineering and Ephesus' intellectual might. Though its interior lies in ruins, the library's grandeur evokes a bustling hub where scholars once debated. For history lovers, it's a vivid snapshot of a city that prized knowledge as much as power. The Temple of Apollo at Didyma, on Turkey's western coast, looms the Temple of Apollo at Didyma, a colossal Greek sanctuary that humbles all who approach. Begun in 300 BC, its 122 Ionic columns, some still standing at 65 feet, frame a structure so vast it was never fully roofed. Once a rival to Delphi's oracle, its priestess delivered cryptic prophecies to pilgrims seeking divine guidance. The Medusa heads carved into its stones add an eerie charm, while its seaside proximity near modern Didyma enchants visitors. This unfinished titan of antiquity offers a glimpse into a world where gods and mortals mingled in marble splendor. Troy. Along the windswept plains of northwestern Turkey lies Troy, a legendary city immortalized by Homer's Iliad in its epic Trojan War, excavated in the 1870s by Heinrich Schliemann. Its 9 layers reveal 4,000 years of history, from Bronze Age walls to Roman theaters. The wooden Trojan horse replica greets visitors, sparking imaginings of Achilles and Hector clashing beneath its gates. Near the Dardanelles, Troy's weathered stones whisper of myth and reality entwined, drawing those eager to walk where heroes, real or fabled, once trod. Must-see cities of Turkey. Istanbul. Straddling Europe and Asia thrives Istanbul, a dazzling metropolis where minarets pierce the sky and bazaars hum with life. Spanning 2 continents via the Bosphorus, it melds the Hagia Sophia's ancient grandeur with the Topkapi Palace's opulence, home to Ottoman sultans for 400 years. The grand bazaars for 1,000 shops and the spice market's fragrant chaos ignite the senses, while a boat ride reveals skyline views that fuse east and west. Istanbul's pulse, vibrant, historic, modern, captures every traveler's heart. Cappadocia. In Turkey's heart sprawls Cappadocia, a surreal wonderland of rock spires and subterranean secrets. Volcanic eruptions 30 million years ago birthed its fairy chimneys, while humans carved cave homes and churches over centuries. Sunrise balloon rides unveil a golden expanse of valleys and vineyards, with Grimm's frescoed sanctuaries dating to 900 AD. Cappadocia's mystical charm and ancient ingenuity make it a must for adventurers and dreamers alike. Antalya. Along the Mediterranean's turquoise edge gleams Antalya, a coastal paradise blending sun, sea, and history. Its old town, Kalichi, boasts Ottoman houses and Hadrian's Gate from 130 AD, while Kunyal Beach stretches with golden sands. The nearby Diden waterfalls plunge into the sea, and Roman ruins like Purge beckon explorers. Antalya's laid-back luxury and ancient echoes promise a perfect escape. Bodrum. On the Aegean's shimmering shores thrives Bodrum, a vibrant haven of nightlife and heritage. The 15th century Bodrum castle guards its harbor, while the mausoleum of Halicarnassus, a 7-wonder, lies in fragments nearby. Whitewashed villas spill down hillsides and yacht-filled marinas buzz with energy. Bodrum's blend of relaxation and revelry lures sun-seekers and history buffs alike. Izmir. Hugging the Aegean coast flourishes Izmir, a progressive city where modernity meets antiquity. Its cordon promenade offers seaside strolls, while the Kemerald Bazaar brims with spices and crafts. Nearby Ephesus and Pergamon link it to ancient glory, and its relaxed vibe, think fresh seafood and vibrant cafes, reflects Turkey's coastal soul. Izmir's charm lies in its balance of past and present. Ankara. As Turkey's political heart beats Ankara, a capital rich with history and ambition. The Ataturk Mausoleum honors the nation's founder, while the Museum of Anatolian Civilizations showcases 8,000 years of artifacts, from Hittite relics to Roman coins. Modern skyscrapers rise beside ancient citadels, blending eras seamlessly. Ankara's depth and dynamism intrigue those seeking Turkey's core. Fethiye. Nestled on the turquoise coast shines Fethiye, a gem of beaches and ancient whispers. Its marina sparkles with boats, while the Lycian rock tombs of Midas, carved in 350 BC, loom above. Eldanes's lagoon glows an unreal blue, perfect for paragliding or lounging. Fethiye's natural splendor and historical layers make it a coastal treasure. Konya, in central Anatolia, flourishes Konya, a spiritual haven tied to the mystic poet Rumi. His 13th century mausoleum draws pilgrims and the whirling dervishes. Mesmerizing dances enchant visitors during December's Sebai Aras festival. Mosques like Aladdin, built in 1220, dot the city, steeped in Seljuk heritage. Konya's serene aura offers a soulful retreat. Trabzon. Along the Black Sea's lush shores nestles Trabzon, a city of green mountains and ancient marvels. The 14th century Sümeyla Monastery clings to cliffs, its frescoes a Byzantine masterpiece, while the Hagia Sophia of Trabzon echoes Istanbul's icon. Hazelnuts and tea thrive here, flavoring local cuisine. Trabzon's rugged beauty and cultural depth make it a northern delight. Mardin. Perched above Mesopotamia glows Mardin, a southeastern jewel of honey-colored stone. Its 12th century architecture, mosques, madrasas, and mansions, blends Arab, Kurdish, and Turkish styles, cascading down a hillside. The Deir el-Zafran Monastery, a 5th century Syriac Christian site, adds spiritual richness. Mardin's panoramic views and timeless streets enchant explorers of Turkey's diverse tapestry. Bursa, nestled at the foot of majestic Mount Uludağ, historic Bursa proudly bears its heritage as the first Ottoman capital, while embracing modern prosperity through vibrant textile industries. The magnificent green mosque dazzles with extraordinary hand-painted Iznik tiles in turquoise and cobalt blue, creating a symphony of Islamic artistry beneath soaring domes. Turkish silk production continues in traditional workshops, while the atmospheric-covered bazaar offers everything from local olives to hand-woven textiles beneath centuries-old vaulted ceilings. Thermal springs bubble from the earth at Sikirge neighborhood, where historic hammams offer relaxing Turkish baths in marble chambers unchanged since the 14th century. Culinary travelers make pilgrimages for authentic Skender kebab in its birthplace, paper-thin slices of lamb layered over bread, drizzled with brown butter, and served with tangy yogurt. Eskişehir. Flowing through vibrant Eskişehir, the Porsuk River creates a charming backdrop for what locals call Venice of Turkey, where gondola-inspired boats navigate canal waters beneath flower-adorned bridges. The restored Odunpazarı district showcases traditional Ottoman architecture with vividly painted wooden houses, now housing artisanal workshops and museums, including a striking modern art gallery. University students infuse the city with youthful energy, evident in countless bookshops and innovative cafes serving specialty coffee alongside crisp pastries filled with meat and onions from the local Crimean Tatar community. The remarkable Meerschaum Museum displays intricate carvings made from white mineral, transformed into pipes and decorative objects prized by collectors worldwide, while thermal springs offer therapeutic soaks, followed by traditional tea service. In garden pavilions, Gaziantep, famous for its extraordinary culinary heritage, Gaziantep elevates gastronomy to art form status with over 400 varieties of baklava, each created according to closely guarded family recipes. The impressive castle dominates the skyline from atop an ancient tell, while the remarkable Zugma Mozaik Museum houses one of the world's finest Roman mosaic collections, including the hauntingly beautiful gypsy girl whose enigmatic gaze follows visitors through exhibition halls. Traditional copper workshops maintain centuries-old techniques, creating distinctive kitchenware that local chefs insist imparts special flavor to regional specialties like yuvalama soup. Pistachio orchards surround the city, their green nuts finding their way into countless dishes, including bright green ice cream, whose uniquely elastic texture comes from wild orchid root, allowing street vendors to perform playful routines as they serve astonished customers. Edirne, standing majestically near Turkey's borders with Greece and Bulgaria, elegant Edirne preserves its imperial legacy as the second Ottoman capital. its skyline dominated by the breathtaking Selimiye Mosque with soaring dome and slender minarets, masterpiece of legendary architect Sinan. The Sultan Bayezid II Health Museum offers fascinating insight into medieval medical practices, including music therapy sections where water sounds and specific musical modes treated mental afflictions centuries before modern psychiatry. Every summer, oil wrestling continues at the historic Kırklar Festival, where athletes covered in olive oil grapple as they have since 1346, the world's longest continuously running sporting event. The city's distinctive cuisine features specialties like seer tava, delicately fried liver with sweet-sour accompaniments, while sunset walks across the gracefully arched Mary Bridge offer magnificent views of Ottoman architecture reflected in the river below. Amasya, dramatically situated in a narrow valley carved by the winding Yılırmak River, picture-perfect Amasya captivates with colorful wooden Ottoman houses that seem to grow from the riverbank, while towering rock formations rise behind them, carved with ancient Pontic tombs visible as dark openings in the cliff face. The 13th century castle commands attention from high above, offering panoramic views across red-tiled rooftops to distant mountains. Evening brings magical ambience as the illuminated valley reflects on the river's surface while families promenade along the waterfront, enjoying traditional Amasya apple sweets from venerable confectioners. The city's intellectual heritage lives on in numerous medrese buildings and the fascinating manuscript museum housing precious Islamic texts, testament to an Amasya ranked among the foremost centers of Ottoman learning and astronomy. Nearby, thermal springs offer therapeutic mineral baths under night skies largely untouched by light pollution. Know before you go, the evil eye is watching you. Before you stroll through the vibrant streets of Istanbul or Antalya, know that Turkey is obsessed with the Nazar, a blue and white eye-shaped amulet meant to ward off bad vibes. Locals believe a jealous glance can curse you with misfortune, and they're not messing around. Nazar beads dangle from car mirrors, doorways, and even baby strollers. Forget your standard travel souvenirs. You'll want one of these bad boys. Because accidentally offending a shopkeeper by refusing their lucky trinket might earn you a glare that needs warding off. Picture yourself haggling for spices, only to have a grandma thrust a Nazar keychain into your hand for protection. It's a quirky tradition rooted in superstition, and with a population that swears by it, you might just find yourself sleeping with one eye open, or at least with a cool new accessory. Toilets come with a splash zone. Step into a Turkish bathroom, and you might think you've stumbled into a water park. Many places feature the infamous squat toilet, a porcelain hole in the ground that tests your balance and your dignity. But the real kicker, the bidet hose, or shadaf, a handheld sprayer that's more like a fire hose in disguise. Locals use it for ultimate cleanliness, but if you're not prepared, you'll end up soaking your shoes, or worse, your pants, before you figure out the pressure. Imagine the scene. You're crouched, aiming this rogue nozzle, and suddenly it's a wet t-shirt contest for one. Pack quick, dry socks and a sense of humor, because this is one cultural immersion that'll leave you dripping with stories to tell back home. Bread is life, and it's everywhere. In Turkey, bread isn't just food. It's a lifestyle. From simit, a sesame-crusted ring that's basically a Turkish bagel, to fluffy pied served with every meal, you'll be carbo-loading like a champ. But here's the obscure twist. Don't be surprised if a waiter plops a basket of bread on your table unasked, then charges you for it later. It's not a scam. It's just how they roll. Picture yourself in a cozy Ankara eatery, tearing into warm, crusty ekmek while sipping chai, only to realize you've accidentally ordered a bread buffet. Pro tip, ask if it's free unless you want your budget to rise like dough. Turks take their bread seriously, and you'll leave either stuffed or broke, or both. Cats rule the streets, forget stray dogs. In Turkey, cats are the undisputed royalty. Istanbul alone is home to thousands of street felines, lounging on cafe tables, napping in mosque courtyards, and staring you down like you owe them treats. Locals adore them, leaving out food and water like it's a feline welfare state. Imagine wandering the cobblestone alleys of Izmir, camera in hand, only to have a tabby photobomb your perfect shot of a Byzantine wall. These furry overlords don't just roam, they reign. Don't bother shooing them. It's their turf, and you're the guest. Bring some catnip if you want to make friends, but know that rejecting their affection might earn you a hiss worthy of a soap opera villain. Time moves at its own pace. Turkey runs on what locals jokingly call Turkish time, where punctuality is more suggestion than rule. Buses might leave 20 minutes late, shopkeepers might open whenever they feel like it, and dinner plans at 7 could mean 9 if the mood strikes. Picture this. You're tapping your foot at a dolma stop, a shared minibus, watching the driver sip tea and chat with his buddy while you're late for a Cappadocia hot air balloon ride. It's maddening yet oddly charming once you embrace it. Pack patience alongside your sunscreen because rushing here is like trying to herd those street cats, futile and a little ridiculous. Go with the flow, and you'll find the laid-back vibe is part of Turkey's magic. Wonders of Turkey. Now that we've journeyed through the wild and wondrous quirks of Turkey, I'm dying to hear your take. Where's your first stop? Haggling for a Nazar in Istanbul's bazaars, mastering the squat toilet splash zone, or bowing to the cat kings of the streets? Drop your dream Turkish escapade in the comments and let's swap some laughs over your plans. If this whirlwind romp tickled your travel bug, hit that subscribe button so you're locked in for more global adventures. Until we meet again, soak up the marvels around you, wherever life plants you, and I'll catch you in the next video. Gula Gula.